Hello everyone, so today I'll be making a video about Robocopy. This is kind of like Xcopy or Copy, except it has a lot more features than Copy or Xcopy. So if you want to find out more about it, you can go to Microsoft's website and read about the various switches for Robocopy, but today I'm just going to be covering the basics of it. How you can transfer files with Robocopy. The way you could do this is, so what I have here is on my D drive I have folder test1 and test2, so I want to send everything from folder test1 here to folder test2, and I want to copy all the folders, subfolders, and files to the test2 folder. And you could do that by using switches here. This example right here, it says Robocopy, with parentheses, drive, file source, and it goes to the file path, drive and file path, and then you use the switches. It's a backslash. Move, and move is basically it moves files and directories and deletes the directory with all the files after a transfer completes. So it's not going to leave anything behind, so it copies everything, it moves everything to your destination folder and gets rid of the folder afterwards. So you don't have to use additional commands like delete or rmdir, remove directory, and do all that. It just does it in one step, which is a lot more convenient. And the Z switch, this basically copies the files in restartable mode. So if the connection fails, it's going to restart the copying, and then it's going to do that until it completes. And this is usually for larger files, for unstable, if you have unstable internet or LAN connections. So S is backslash S is it copies all files, copies all subdirectories and destination files. So it copies screwed up here, S. Okay, copies subdirectories, but excludes empty directories. So E, it copies all subdirectories and even the empty subdirectories. So I want to use both commands. So I'm going to use that example. I'm going to go to D drive. I'm going to go to test1. This is a folder I want to transfer everything to folder to test2 folder. So Robocopy so the file path is D drive test1, and I'm copying it to D drive test2 using the switches S, move. It could be in any order, so I'll put S, E, Z, and MT. And I forgot to explain one more switch, MT. That's called multithreading. So it basically speeds up your transfer speed by using more threads on your CPU, and it's very useful when you're copying very large files like 10 gigabyte files, 20 gigabyte files, 30 gigabyte files. It could definitely speed up the time for the transfer. So that's what it is. So I want to copy everything, and I'm going to press enter. So as you can see here in this part, it shows you what was transferred. There was 31 directories were transferred, 31 were copied. I'm sorry, 31 copied. None were failed. Everything went through, which gives you this data right here. 25 files copied total, 25 files, bytes, 25 bytes were copied. And it was a 390 bytes per second speed. 0.022 megabytes per minute, and it ended at July 20th, 2020 at 10:56 a.m. in 18 seconds. So that's, and I want to see if all the files I transferred are in this folder, and which they are. CD folder 1, and I want to see if all the files are in there. And all the files were copied to. The file was a.txt. I'm going to go in here and check it as well in the Explorer. Everything was copied, I'm sure. All the files and subdirectories are copied. Good. Next, I'm going to send it to test3 folder. Sending it here from test1. So I'm going to do that. Robocopy test1 CD drive test3 SENT and move, enter. CD test1. As you can see, test one is gone because I pressed the move function. But before, it wasn't gone because I was in test3, right? Test3. So I want to see if everything's in there. In test3. Okay, everything appears to be in there, along with the subdirectories and folders and everything. Good. One more thing. Last thing. I'm just gonna copy everything back to. Make sure you don't stay in the directory that you're copying from. So CD and get out of it. So do it again. This time I'm going to create a script. Just a simple script. Let that go off. Drive test Robocopy that's a source directory right there. This is a destination directory, drive and directory, I'm sorry. SEMT move, and then process completed. Okay. Let's save it as a bat file. So robocopy.bat. Save it as that. And this time I'm going to use the script to do it. Something's not right. Let's see. I want to see if that was completed or not. Let's go here. No test folder was created. Okay. Redo this. Yeah, as you can see, I clicked on the bat file and it shows me the same thing that was shown on command prompt, and everything was transferred. I press enter, and I exit the script. So I want to see if that was actually completed or not. So test 3 should be gone, which is gone. Everything should be in test folder with all the subdirectories. If you want to do something more interesting, you could I have to put the D drive in here. What if I don't put D drive and do that? Will work. Okay, it doesn't work, so I have to specify that it's D drive for some weird reason. We could make it so that we could select directories. Source directory. And I'll put, call it entry. And I'll call it echo enter a destination directory. Call it entry 2. We'll call this entry, that's the source directory, and this will be the destination directory called entry 2, and this time we could be more interactive about it. I'm going to make a directory called test final. This is where I want all the files to transfer. So I'm going to do this again with this script. Enter a source directory. So I want to copy from test to test final. Okay, call test. It's going to ask for final directory. I'm going to call it test final. Exactly, it is written here. This is a Microsoft based operating system, so it doesn't have any, it's not cap sensitive, so you don't have to worry about the caps. If it was a Linux based operating system, you would have to worry about it. For this you don't. So enter. So it shows that everything was transferred. Everything, all the directories, 31 were copied, files 25 copies, bytes 25 bytes, same as before because it was the same exact files and folders. So it's completed. I press enter and I'm out of here. So everything was transferred to test final with all the subdirectories, of course. And test 1 should not be here because it's gone. That's it. This concludes this tutorial. Thanks for watching. By Ace 1000KS 1975 signing out.